Hi, I'm Jen from Clover. Today we're going to be talking about the Clover Dining app. If you run a restaurant, this is the app you're going to be using the most. When you first open the app, you're going to be shown a welcome screen. This welcome screen is going to help you set up your floor plan. Let's begin. So here's our welcome screen. It says welcome to the Clover Dining, and it'll tell you to manage your tables and bar tabs to gain speed, productivity, taking orders, and however they come in. So let's get started. So first, let's create your floor plans. We're going to use the layout tool to create and customize our tables and add sections. We're going to hit continue. So now we're going to set up our floor plan. As you see, we have 3 different types of tables. We have square, we have rectangle, we have circle. To add tables, we press the plus sign. And it allows us to add tables or add a section. Let's add a table. Now, here, you can choose the type of table. Do you want a square, a rectangle, or a round? Let's do a rectangle. We can add a table number. And you can add the number of people at the table. Let's say this is a bigger table and it has 10 people at it. And this can go as high as 50. Now, we're also can reorient it so it could go sideways. Let's have it go there. And we're going to save this. Now, because this is a bigger table, let's resize it. We can pull it out to a bigger table. And let's say we have a couple of these tables. We don't have to go in and remake them. We can just clone this table. And the clones always appear in the middle of the screen. There you have it. So the next thing we might want to do is add a section. So we have our main dining room set up, and this is how it's normally set up. But what if we do special events and we want to keep a certain way of mapping our tables for those types of occasions? To do that, we're going to add a section. And let's call this section Weddings and save it. Now, as you see, it's not on our bar across the top. We have to go to the right. And now we have to add some tables. Let's add a table number. And these are going to be square tables that seat 8 people. And we can resize them, move them around the screen, and we can also clone them and move those around the screen as well. And now we're ready for our next function. So now that you've set up your main dining room, let's talk about setting up your bar. Now, if you're the kind of bar that has many bar stools and people come in, sit down, and spend their evening ordering drinks from the bartender and ordering food, this might be a setup that you'd like to have set up. So each one of these is an individual bar stool, and this might be your lounge. There's also some situations where people might order a drink and wait for a table, or have a to-go order or a delivery order. We use this section, the Bar and More section, for that. This is for when orders are not assigned to a table. Now, this is a great function to have because you can rename it. We could call it Waiting, or you could call it To Go. And it can be whatever you need it to be for your restaurant. Another thing you can do is if you have a number of to-go orders and that's something that you use often, you can change where it is in the section list and move it to the left to be closer to your main dining room or your bar. So it's completely customizable. Now that this is set up, we can hit the button that says Complete Setup. Nice floor plan. Now we're ready to take orders. Now that we've set up our floor plan, let's start taking some orders. Remember, you can always go back to alter your floor plan at any time by hitting the hamburger menu in the corner and then hitting Edit Floor Plan. And that brings you back to the settings we were. But let's go to take orders now. So, I'm in my main dining room and I have table 101. I'm going to go take their order. I touch that table and it pops up. It's preset for 4 people. I go and ask what they want. They would like to order some oysters for the whole table. And then guest 1 tells me what they want. They would like a sandwich. They order an andouille po' boy, and they want to add onions. Guest 2 thinks that sounds good too, but they want to make it a combo with fries. Guest 3 wants a fry basket with chicken, and guest 4 wants crawfish. Now that their order is taken, I can press fire and send that order to the kitchen. And here's the order. So now that my table's order has been put into the kitchen and they've eaten and I've got their food, now they want the bill. So I can press this button and print the bill. And I bring the bill to the table, and it has what everybody's ordered. And then I can take their payment. Now, there's a couple of ways I can take payment. I can take cash, I can take check, I can take debit card. I can also split the amount 4 ways, 3 ways, 6 ways. I can split it by guest, and I can split it by item. This is a nice simple table today though. So we're just going to pay the full amount using a card. And then we're done. And the receipt got printed out, and we can send it over to the table and get our tip added and get our total and clear that table away. And you'll notice they're gone from our floor map. So now let's talk about somebody who's at the bar or maybe using an order that's not associated with a table. So someone comes in and they're waiting for an order, but they say, you know what, while I'm waiting, I'm going to have a soda. And I'd like to start a bar tab. So the way we can do that is we can take their credit card and swipe it. So we can either cancel this payment, we can pay the $3.49, or we can do a pre-authorization to start a bar tab. And then we can save this. Now, if we want to go back and find that order, we go to Bars and More. We tap on the latest order that we just had. We can see our friend with the soda, and they say they want to pay now. And they want to use the same card that they use, so we charge this onto this card. It prints a receipt, and on the receipt they can add a tip and change the total if they'd like. All right, so now imagine that someone was just waiting for a table and they ordered something. So we can go to the Bar and More section and pull up one of those people who are waiting. So let's say it was this person here. They ordered some edamame to eat while they were waiting for a table. We can go to the overflow menu. We can go to Move Order, and then we can add a place for it to go to on the main dining room. So we're going to say that that edamame order can go onto table 103. And now Cameron's on 103, and he can spend the rest of the time there, and we can take the rest of his order. Thanks for watching.